Uh, yeah, go ahead.
All right, good evening, good afternoon, everyone. I'm Stacey Mollison, and I am a trustee on the board of directors for the Guyana Association of Georgia. So the Guyana Association of Georgia, we are an organization that represents Guyanese in the diaspora of Georgia. We do numerous things. We have several programs. We have a scholarship fund that we've given out close to 300,000 US dollars to recipients in the state of Georgia, as well as in our home country of Guyana. I am presently in Guyana today, right now. So I'm speaking to you from Guyana, South America. And our association also is one of the largest cultural-based Caribbean associations. We have an event that we host annually that's called the Guyana Family Fun Day that we proudly host 5,000 to 10,000 people over that weekend, typically Memorial Weekend. And we're also one of the only organization that now owns our own building. We've been able to acquire land, build our building, and we've just been approved to actually build a new building on our property. And we also have tutoring programs, as well as a host of other cultural and business events. One of the things that's really important about our organization is that we have numerous Guyanese that are professionals and are business owners. I myself am a business owner. I heard you talking about certifications. So my company is Libra Management Group, and I'm an 8A certified firm. I'm also DBE certified and MBE certified. I'm woman-owned certified as well. And our president is listening in. Our president, Merlin Osborne, is listening in. I'm here to speak on behalf of the organization, but she's listening in as well.
Awesome. Awesome.
Libra Management Group, what do you guys do?
So we do a host of things. We actually have 3 business lines. We are a Amazon delivery service partner in Charlotte, North Carolina. We actually have a logistics business with Amazon as our main partner. I own a real estate company in Georgia. I've been a real estate broker for over 20 years. And I also own a government services business where we provide both professional services and supplies, medical, dental, and electronic supplies to the federal government. We're actually a small business that supplies the HHS stockpile.
Awesome. So tell me, what do you think of Black business empowerment? What are the opportunities for Black businesses? What are the what's in our way? And what do you feel needs to be told? Because we're going to be sending this video to our president, President Biden, and we will be writing a white paper to tell him that what we as a Black community feel that he needs to be doing for Black businesses and Black ownership. So tell us in your own words, 3 questions. What do you think of Black business empowerment? What are our opportunities? What can we do? And what should we tell our president, especially on behalf of the Guyana Association of Georgia?
I think a couple of things. First of all, I'm in Guyana right now, and I'm just going to give you a little history about, since my perspective is really about the Caribbean and the U.S. So the Guyana Association of Georgia, we're from Guyana, South America, which is the only English-speaking country in all of South America. And but we are considered a part of the CARICOM nations, because of course we were colonized by the British, and we fall under that CARICOM, the Commonwealth. However, Guyana is in a fantastic position right now. We have struck oil in our country. It's one of the largest finds in the last 100 years in the Western Hemisphere. Typically the strike rate of oil is about 20+%. The strike rate of oil in Guyana right now is about 86%. So it's a large amount of oil. We're now considered what's called a transformative nation. So we are on the cusp of being transformed. What's interesting about our country is that we are large in land mass, about 86,000 square miles, but we have under 1 million people in the country. So there's an opportunity for real prosperity for our people if, of course, we don't have the Dutch disease and it's managed properly. And so I'm in Guyana because I've now started 2 new businesses in Guyana. We just had the oil and gas conference last week. So I was here representing the diaspora. I met with the president of Guyana on behalf of the Guyana Association of Georgia on Tuesday, speaking to him about making sure that the Guyanese in the diaspora, that we participate. We've come to America, we've grown businesses, we've been moderately successful, and we don't want to miss out on the opportunities to participate in the economic development and transformation of our homeland. So that's kind of what I'm doing here.
So I'm sure there's a lot of USAID opportunities for our African Americans who want to partner with Guyana businesses. So what we'll do is we'll get together after this recording and maybe we'll identify some areas. Maybe we can make a trip to see you and we can figure out, you know, what is a great way for us to connect our African Americans to Guyana and become investors and become millionaires with that oil. So yes, so this is great news, especially when we've been having all this news about poor Ukraine. So thank you for being a cheerleader with good news.
I have a question. Now, 60% of most Caribbean island nations, they import almost 75% of their goods and services. I didn't see that you guys is exports and imports a part of your business performer? Because if you know that is, then that's a performance model that can assist and enable a great relationship between American business and Caribbean nation countries.
Yeah, so American businesses are heavily participating here because, of course, the major company that struck the first oil was ExxonMobil. So they're one of the main companies here. There's also a partnership with Hess. I know Chevron is trying to get in. So I am a federal contractor. So there's something called the U.S. Commercial Service. So the U.S. Commercial Service is an agency under the U.S. Department of Commerce that's really charged with taking American businesses global. So even though I'm Guyanese born, because I'm a federal contractor, I decided to go the route of working with the U.S. government, which it brings us into developing countries like this and assist us. I was just at the U.S. Ambassador's house in Guyana here because she hosted all the American companies that came for the oil and gas conference. So through the U.S. Commercial Service, I have a representative in Atlanta, and then I also have a rep in Guyana as well. So they work to engage with me and make sure that I partner with local content companies. They do the process of vetting the local content companies to make sure that our services align and there's opportunity for real partnership there.
Awesome.
Well, I just as a sidebar, I've done a little research on some of the port cities in the South of America, and North Carolina, which is where we're located, is far behind. I think Florida leads the East Coast for exports. I think they exported almost $650 billion worth of goods and services. Georgia, they exported almost $450 billion. South Carolina, almost $375 billion. North Carolina, just $100 million of goods and services from the ports. Virginia is, I think they're somewhere around 350 to 500 billion in goods and services. So if we could dialogue about that and find some, because every time I see the governor of our fair state, I bring it to his attention that we need to improve our port systems and also the export, because that leads to jobs. Now, and he says we're working on the deep water capacity, and North Carolina just finished that, so that we have the shortest distance between deep water and the port itself. So that means that, and we were trying to get some of the sway from California to North Carolina, but we really should talk and find out what areas we can explore, because it will lead to consistent growth of jobs, more opportunities, and we hope a greater exchange between Guyana and the U.S. and North Carolina. So we really appreciate you being here with us to talk about these things, Stacey.
And I'd also like to invite you in April. We have one of the biggest furniture markets in the world in North Carolina, in High Point. And I would love to talk to you about bringing a delegation from Guyana to High Point, because we definitely North Carolina needs you for growth. So this could help both state. Our governor was here in Wayne County just last week, and it prompted me to shake him up a bit and say, come on, do something for our Black businesses. So you've brought a wealth of information today, and I know we're going to be so grateful for this relationship that we hope to grow and prosper with. So thank you so much for joining us. Moving along, I'd like to bring Lester Patrick, who is...
Thank you so much, Stacey.
Thank you.
Give her a round of applause.
Mollison, would you like to round up this discussion with Guyana? Would you like to add some comments, and then I'll bring Lester up? All right. So let me just stop recording. So we have multiple